Um, Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Right, first and foremost, we like to give all praises to
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Makakodash.
and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Mill School.
Shalom.
Peace and salutations unto the 144,000. Right? It's your brother Kyle here.
Bayan Matbayan.
Coming back to you to spirit to do another lesson. Right? Just rolling in the spirit here. You know, in terms of what's going on here in Trinidad right now. Right? Because right now you're under what you call a state of emergency, right? Because the crime rate has severely increased to the point where the government, you know, which word government was in government goes to rule and men with their mind, right? Those, people up there want to rule your mind and control the narrative, right? Which I strongly believe that they had a hand to do with, with all the crime rate going on to have an excuse to basically make this entire test run, because as what I was mentioning in the group, you know, it's like a small test run for, concentration camps and all these things, right? So, the crime rate has exponentially increased. So we want to indulge in that, a lot of people on our life and whatnot, right? But we know that this, as much as so much of control in it, we know that this is the passion of Shai's movie, this is control, right? So all the people who are alive is by the will of your passion of Shai. So we're going to start looking in Book of Sirach, chapter 39.
So nothing else. I just want to go into what is the state of emergency. Right? It says a state of emergency is a situation in which the government is empowered to put through policies that it would normally not be permitted to do for the safety and protection of its citizens. All right? And as the brother was saying there, we believe that, it's just a test run these people do here, because even with the maximum waters that people took, that was just a test run for people with the market beast when the market beast decided to come forth, It's also unalive a lot of people, but it's basically test run that these devils do. Because I remember um this Edomite Finkelstein, all right, he came out and he said he had an interview with the Edomite, and he was asking him questions, and Finkelstein said what he said, we don't just come in like a bulldozer onto anyone, we gradually come in, and this is how these devils operate. They have serpent. All right, if you pay attention to how a snake operates, a snake when there's any corner see and there's charge at you, they have to do something in a deceiving way, they have to do something, they have to pull back and take precaution.
Yeah, but all right. Snake does move, it does slid out slowly, right? Like compared to how it does normally move, unless if it's on that attack, it will move swiftly. Anything else moves swiftly when on that attack.
Right.
But with a snake, if it approaches you and you prey, they will come in nice and slow, slithering so, and then at a certain point when it ready to attack, it will snap you.
Yeah.
You understand? So I appreciate to look for that. Right, there's a vision 12 and 9, it said the dragon was cast out, that those serpent, right, that great dragon is talking about what Babylon the Great, right, the right Roman Empire, right? So there's a future prophecy. But the point that it says that those serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived, right, the whole world, he was cast out into the earth, and the angels were cast out with him. Right? So there's a future prophecy that the Lord is going to do, because when you read Daniel 12 and 1, it talks about Michael the Archangel doing this very thing. You understand? So, as the brother mentioned, we speak of the serpent, which is called the devil and Satan.
Right.
It's a whole deception that that so get things done. You know, it is not by the sword, it's by the form of deception. Right? So when it says here, look at all the things that they're doing, right? When this will when right now the statement you can see. Because there are a whole deception thing that's going on, you know.
Right.
Because the way how these claims happen is not something normal. You understand? It's like out of the blue, you just start seeing it, and it's not you don't even hear anything like gang affiliation, right? You might say it in the same dog like this person don't like that person from this area or whatever. But you say that like I can walk, you know, because like all over the country, right? In the north, west, south, all these different things, and the east.
And we know also with bringing, all these things on you today, as the scripture talk about, he hasn't come to send peace, but a sword, and it's,
I can Matthew, Matthew 15.
we will touch on it, okay? Because the Lord not bringing, the Lord not bringing peace, which means, these your government structures and whatnot, telling on your about, Yeah. Here.
Really? Jump to the phone. I don't know. Say something. I will hang out. I
Oh, yeah,
can
come.
hang out until it's finished.
Yeah. Let's straight to the point here. This is Matthew 10 and 34. It says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. All right, and what the government and telling the peace. Times, that Rastaman, in the government times, he also talk about peace, you will get peace just now. All right, but you're not going to get any peace. Your word can't go against God's word. All right, and as it says here, think not that I have come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but the sword. All right, and a sword is an instrument that is bringing destruction, casualties, yeah, right? These kind of things that it brings. All right, so there's nothing good going to come out of this. All right. Verse 35, it says, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against the mother, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. All right? And with this what we see here, we see, there's something that they mentioned in the, the, the program, the conference that they had. All right? They say they see in a certain amount of um, murders that took place, going into these kind of things, like, people, family members not getting along and whatnot, you know, they mentioned somewhat like that, So, yeah,
But when they post out videos, I don't know if you watch it, but a video with this woman with woman thing in the child.
Yeah.
You understand? And all of that coming into because that could go into this as well in terms of setting the of someone against another. Right? Now this also goes into us too in terms of living in the truth and family or whatever. But I see it, right? It goes to everybody, right? Because everybody who has different, feelings of how things going on right now, especially when things get hard.
Yeah.
Right? So this year, this picture could also be the cannibalism when you think about it, right? Because you have differences so that right there to the family back because let me say husband and wife, right? For a few examples that to give you, just like our rock to tell you, it can be anybody. So it's say what? Daughter against mother, and then you don't mention daughter-in-law against mother-in-law.
Yeah.
You understand?
Um,
That just giving you like an arrow breakdown, or it could be anybody as long as you know people within the family. You understand? Because when you look at it, husband and a wife, right? She could get mad at him because he don't want to be MOTV, right? But he mad at her because she don't understand that, you know, that the shitty up or whatever it is or whatever it's done. She gets because that was child to see born or whatever it is, and that could cause problems.
yeah.
You understand? And then at the baby boy in the home, whatever it is, like the kill the child and eat the child, or she chop up he to feed she and the child, or he chop she up to feed she and the child, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You understand? You know, when I could go, yeah, sometimes where all these things possible. You understand?
And not only that, everything is already written, you know, and your abortion, your child words will not come back to void. All right. So seeing that is already written, you know, somehow you might look at it and say, well, you know what, not me now, I ain't going to do something like that. At the end of the day, man, so it's up the Lord. You know how a man could understand it from me. So you couldn't consider it. It's easy for you to say that now. When that time reach, you know, what are you going to do? All right.
Quick to say. Second Corinthians 15 and 8, it says, for we can do not base the truth, but what for the truth. Right? So no matter, you can say that now, you say that tomorrow, next year, whatever it is, you could say that now, but at the end of the day, the truth will stand. You understand?
So even, you know, the governments and whatnot, you know, they come out with this state and emergency here, you know, they have a agenda behind it. All right. And not only them, it will be so pushing that. All right. Because that's what they do. They in this country here, they also in Babylon, you know, they in whatever country you're listening to us from, you know, it'll be so everywhere. All right. And he's controlling your governments. All right. Your government is just a face, you know, to, to, to look upon and to believe in, you know, but scripture tells us not to trust in these kind of people, you know. You get that in book of Psalms 146 and 3, 6, you know. It says here, continuing Matthew 10 and 36, it says, and man's foes shall be shall be the shall be the of his own household. All right. So you think that it's coming, you know, the Lord not bringing no peace on the earth right now. All right, we heading into 2025. All right. And a lot of people right now we they looking forward for tomorrow. Holy night. You know, go and cook up and eat. Yeah.
You know, you crackers and then
Yeah.
they don't have no money and the money can literally go up in the
Yeah.
because why?
One bus fireworks up in the sky and all kind of things. So, you know, you want to just bring up in planes. You know, you don't know how no money already. Where the next food, where the next meal going come from. You know?
Let's just show you how the mindset flawed because and the thing I was like this person because they want to buy crackers to buy bombs and all this and do hey Russia biggest bomb for everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, that is so when I'm spectacular. And a lot of will be natural. So what so that would be we do yes.
Yeah.
I mean we do yes gift. Yeah, it would be so ironic if it is there you know when that thing happening is when the year supposed to start like literally the shifter. If you realize if that already happened around that time. So the jumping gets supposed to be around March or somewhere on the season.
Yeah.
When spring starts and lower the ship decide to come back from that time period. You will start Lord give some fouls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, more enough?
No, that's really good.
So we're going to jump into the Surah 39 here. If we talk about the Lord, we go down and let's see. Okay, yeah. So yeah. This is Surah 39, Surah 24, right? It says, yeah. It says, as his ways are plain unto the holy, so are the stumbling blocks unto the wicked. Right? So the holy, that would be us, the true sacrifice, right? All this that's happening here, we understand why it's happening. You understand? It's stumbling blocks to the wicked, right? All these niggas out there saying, why these people killing all people so supposed to spread love and peace, all these different nonsense that we're talking about.
So that, even this morning, when our conference was going on, you know, my sister, she walked in and like, these people telling people so long now. These, innocent people getting, innocent people getting, well, deleted, But, well, I spoke to her many times, but, at the end of it, the true one is completely next one. All right? But scripture comes to my mind as what? Whoever perished being in a son. Right? God, you could bring it out, God. Because people to this day, they're not understanding that it's the Lord that controls all these things. The Lord is the one who kills and makes alive. All right? It's not the individual that you actually saw do it. You know, the Lord is what the Father's spirits. He controls all his spirits. So it was a spirit that was on that particular person to do that.
So king of terrorists. So it's that experiences that you're experiencing. And it's Lord happening to see that because the Lord, that's really the Lord will use this as well because at this point everything that's going on right now is faithful. So for us, right, as a doctor shifter, right, it's playing on to the holy and it's from the blocks to use it. So while they can't focus and they tell themselves, they still gonna party or whatever like it because I've seen so much people they're still in that spirit. They're like it's like we understand why, but at the same time, it's like they're so dotish because like all these things going on. And because you tell yourself it's in like happening within your bubble, whether it's like a close friend or family or your area of self, you tell yourself, well, okay, you could go about being ignorant because all that shit and everything I hear about like them so this place or everything no Indian soon prefer to be ignorant about it. You understand? But the Lord saying not that hey, there's going to be a Facebook stuff for us because we using it to make content. Understand? To look up, elect out there.
And not only that, Salafia is we have, many times we speak about these things already that is going to come to pass. All right, and we see it actually taking place now. So now there's more Facebook stuff for us, things taking place. We see planes crashing, but they might wonder why these things happening, because you won't come and say what the orbs, which is um the chariots of the Lord, you call them so-called UFOs, all right? UFOs, these kind of names are just one of all these things, all right? And all these things is what all these things are staged, all right, by Isolidon, to be able to push his agenda.
And remember on this picture here, right? The age of 4 and 7, it says, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where the righteous collected, or where would the righteous collect right? Because she, well, it's his sister, right? She was saying all these innocent people dying, right? Nobody can understand, right? But when you read also in the book of Romans, right, you think of Romans 3, right? Yeah, Romans 3:23, it says, for all have sinned and come short of the glory, right? So nobody is innocent because we all sinned before, right? Now don't get it twisted. The scripture talk about the innocent. Everybody innocent who feel elect, right? And they became innocent because why? We Lord when we are part of that number by doing this work here. This is what made us innocent, right? Because why watching your child die for 6. You understand? When we drive to the whole nation, but the whole nation and the whole fire are watching your child. Understand? So when you look at it, the righteous who when the scripture say where would the righteous cut off? The righteous wouldn't cut off. You understand? Because when you look at it, when if the righteous are to be a martyr, right? It will be tortured like in a sense like how the Lord would put his spirit on somebody to kill them next week or whatever it is. Right? If it's to be tortured, it's in terms like for the Lord's sake then. You understand? Because like what in God and whatnot, right? We kept our camp, right? He often talks about, LRI, you know, um, that guy passed away. Like he passed away before I think 36, right? But he always made mention of his apostle brother, right? And he died in what? The Lord's work, right? He didn't get catch doing something off, to say like before that people and people decide to kill him or whatever it is. No, you understand? So we would be right. Just it's the thing because the Lord decide well, okay, you don't accomplish your work that I've set you to do. So I'm bringing it back to me, right? The wicked and them they're gonna die, they're shoot. So everybody in the hospital and suffer for however long and all these different things. You understand?
Officer there, that's about what you just read there. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 20. It says, "For there is not a just man upon the earth that doeth good and sinneth not."
We need to simply compare that was our share. We have kids, right? None of us came, right? Many of our lifetimes, in every single one of them, we sin. You understand? It's we need to see never so much our share, right? So let's continue back here in Surah 39, right? It's all right. In verse 25, it says, down there again, right? It says, for the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for the sinners, right? Because it was in Surah 3, she said they talk about good and separate evil and things, right? It's really not how the beginning was too, right? Because the good things created from the beginning, right? Such as the Holy Spirit and all these things, right? Will continue with from right? Um, when they talk about Proverbs 27, they say all these things are created for good to the godly, so to the sinner they are being evil, right? But the good things like when I tell you about the principle about farm and produce of like water and fire, all these different things. You understand? When you don't go down the fire, they put it talk about wisdom, all these things will be good. You understand? But now it turned back to be ungodly because why? Remember they separate themselves from the Lord. You understand? So now all these things are being used as like as I always give the example. It became bad to them because instead of you come so dependent, watching outside, as I say like they would say going out and doing the goods. You get to go out and do the goods. Right. Because if you don't go to the you're gonna catch you halfway, I don't want to be good. You decide to play things in your watching and say, you know what? The guy, you're gonna make out of it, but we're going to do the goods and then boom. You go now, they will say, but I decided to bless your free spirit and give someone will be the last year until they get money in your hand and do whatever it is. You understand? It's free. Right? Whereas you tell yourself, yeah, now but I keep moving, but I keep moving. And the court but I say, after I got on my heart, I don't want to be down on the excuse. You understand? Like you come and you can and that is so pay your bread. Right? So now when them things are cut out now like you will see with you win and then who not getting these school cards and all these kind of things.
Yeah, mom. What was it? The food cards, like we organic groceries and places, yeah.
Check out something. Yeah. Yeah, you ain't getting those things anymore because when I come in time, so you tell us over right, and then there's a free line out root now you don't trust. Right? The scripture says never trust anything. Understand? So we're going to go with you now. Right? So now in verse 28, right? So the point now where we're talking about the unaliving of these people. Right? It says they are the spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. You think that's how watching your shine, right? As well as which are the human spirits, right? Father spirits, right? So these spirits was created for them. So all these things that they see in him, right? It was created for these things, right? Because we read up in supper, it speaks about, it's pretty godly, you know, they cling unto us, but we look at it with stumbling blocks because they want to know why so much people are dying, because much people that I saw, right? Well, in terms of the news or whatever it is, that get on our life before the super new year. Everybody needs to know the new year to come in and figure out what's not, and they don't even know that tomorrow is the last day or if you get on our life. For all you know, right now, somebody could be getting on our life, or somebody on the way to get on our life, or somebody on the way to go on our life, someone. You understand? That's the thing, how good it is, right? That's why should just make no time to turn to the Lord, right? Should not go from day to day because you never know. You never know what can happen. Understand? For all we know, we can be sit down here doing a video and somebody run up in your boom and also have a life. But it will be a pleasure because like if you kind of about your child, you understand? You stand because of they could be committing adultery, but it's something I'm matching. We know that because the of the life. You understand? We feel I'm going with it. I just always think about the people that I knew, whether from group or whatever, I think that pass away or something. Who keep me there. I tell myself, imagine how they must have felt, right? In terms of the face expression, all these things, when it is reality hit them and they with their bash, trying out, and they were like the terrifying power that he is. You understand? But you're going to shit yourself. You understand? You're going to be filled with instant regret. You understand? That's why you should talk about international teaching. That time they're going to be dread. Right? With finances, fire and hail and famine and death. Right? All these things are put with pandemics, right? And we know these things to come, right? Hail will be falling, right? Fire soon to come more fire, right? Then bombs, and then famine, right? There's famine, later already and of the goods, and then death, right? Death happening right now too. The only thing that we're speaking about, this thing, what's the pandemics? Yeah.
Um, that's about what you've seen before. This is First Peter 4 and 17. It says, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of power." All right, it must begin there. All right, these two-thirds today, they get in to hear the word, and by you all not turning back, see how version your child, what is what is going to do, what is going to bring judgment unto you all. All right? But you all are what Israelites, these so-called Negroes, the Hispanics, and the Native Americans, the ones that are scattered abroad, and the 400 years that look like the other nations. All right? You all are Israelites, up to today. I talked to a young reviewer, um, well, back in the world when he was doing, when I was doing Catholic church, right? Jackson, how was the Christmas? I say, well, it was quiet, but I don't celebrate that. And I think you should do. All right. The same way that you were um, the same, the same fellow who was in my same class in church. I say, well, when we were young, but now, the older now, and I woke up, and so I think I was asking your child for that. All right. Because I said she ever heard about the Hebrew Israelites. She said, no, like, probably she heard it, but she just can't remember, can't recall what the Hebrew or even notice that, because guess what? This word is going through all through the earth. You're getting it on the, um, on the unicorn. All right. You're seeing it on YouTube, you're seeing it on, on TikTok, you're seeing it on these different platforms, these different medias. All right, and you got to brought out the scripture, they can't do anything against the truth, but for the truth. All right. So when it is judgment come upon all you know, just know that it's starting from all from the house of power. All right. Um, Continuing here, it says, First Peter 4 and 17, I read it over. For the for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of power. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of power?
Right? And that part you're talking because
Um,
when I think about it, the people and them, the people who able to be gospel because they often with the scripture to represent the Lord and the mention that is also and everything and which is true.
right.
But that's specifically talking about within the body too.
Mhm.
You understand? So that's why the next part says,
Yeah.
um,
Let me show back here.
yeah,
Let's continue here. It says, and if it first begin at us, what shall it what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of power? Another question.
right? So if it is, he wants to not to be, and by giving the advice against, so that's why it's speaking about that, right? So now, if it is, we, if the Lord started with us, so remember, we are the ones in the we're supposed to be on point, right? You know, and start with us. So if the Lord had to be with us, and we the one who know and to do that's the thing, and God still has to shake us up. How much more for these people who in the gospel and they, she said, no, I got the sign on it. You understand? He's going to need others. Right? He's not going to be with them severely. Right? That's damn one. Right? So I want to do the make it with something to you. We thought that we come around. Right? But I want to go into a put it up four as well. Right? Put it up four in fact in terms of one. Right? Subtitle says the most I contribute to Israel. It says here the word of Yahweh shall return of Israel. For the Lord had a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, no mercy, no knowledge of the Most High in the land. Right? And so this part really, as we in Trinidad, here, we would deal with Trinidad. You understand? Because we know that's all the who that's got in Babylon, we did with the America, right? So we're going to deal with Trinidad here, as we talk about this thing with the t-shirt again, right? They have no truth in the land, no mercy, no knowledge in the land, right? You know, truth, they have the truth in sense of the scriptures, they will be out there talking doing that. You understand? But when you talk about this, you can say we say the wicked jigs, right? Remember, they don't have the truth. If they somehow the truth, they say they are the one party and enjoy themselves, right? So if they can't knowledge of the Lord in the man, because why? Again, if they somehow the truth, you understand? And they say, verse 2, it says, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they bring out and blood touching blood, right? So all these different things happen because why? They don't have that knowledge of watching themselves. So they just have a bunch of demons on them and they preach all over the place, right? And so taking full advantage of that, right? That's what it is you don't know as the labyrinth, right? Which 2 it says, therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish with the beasts of the field and the fowls of heaven, yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. Yet let no man strive, nor reprove another, for thy people are as they that strive with the priests. Therefore therefore shall thou fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall with thee in the night, and I will destroy thy mother. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the Lord thy God. I will also forget thy children. Right? So not sure now who would scenario here. Right? I was in the country to say what of Israel. Right? Country to Israel because the Lord I think that in the book it says for the time. Right? And the particular about so, for Romans 10:21. Yeah.
7:21.
So,
This is the book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 21. It says, but to Israel he said, all, all day long I have stretched forth my hand unto the disobedient and the insane people.
done. Right. So take just the one here. Really shallow on not the about you say about you after that. So that
Kadawa ang lubasyon na siya, bakit natin
done. Asha Shabbat.
right? But
Right. So it's in here. Right. So we're talking about right?
yeah, can. In Romans 10 and verse 21, it says, but to Israel he said all day long, I have stretched forth my hands unto the disobedient and the insane people.
Done. Right. So that's a show you love that the Lord saying after Jake. Right. But again, you know, say, one second, say, people are destroyed for lack of knowledge because why? They reject knowledge, right? So the Lord said he would also reject you too. You understand? So the fact that you're not showing the Lord any kind of interest or even appreciation for playing with us this long. You understand? Learn how to use it together. You understand? You know, as a parent, we'll say, you know, I bring you to the school to take you out. You know, can literally say that line and you can make it happen. You understand? So if you want to be disobedient, right, like you said, very but I told it starts with the house of the Lord too. You understand? So if you say want to be disobedient, that will happen there. You understand? The Lord will just forces into his plan, right? With all the shapes that on our right now. Yeah. You will just be a matter. But I shouldn't say a matter. A matter is for like, you know, somebody who cheats, right? But you will just be, you know, what for the fire then. You bring better things.
And that basically what God has
You understand? Because sure that way, it will be so funny, right? Not half funny, but like ironically, is that just before the New Year's, like it's tomorrow, like 2 years night, right? Just before, like people looking at box bomb and thing, some shit happened, they light a bomb and they blow up a car or something. Or somebody injured themselves so bad to the point where they're in the hospital or they're dead on alive.
Because right now, we have a new thing in Trinidad now. You know, they have these gel blinkies selling, you know, and you know, you see in a lot of videos on it where children running streets, you know, and basically gelling each other up, you know. But, you know, they're showing you just after last night, you know, I threw out the garbage there and, you know, them throwing big advert boys, you know, out on the street and they playing with them toys, you know, and I say, look at that, you know, from since I was young, growing up, you know, I remember children, you know, was around my age, you know, who are a little older than me, you know, they doing the same thing, playing with them blinkies and toy blinkies and whatnot until it end up turning into real stuff. You know? And then all of a sudden you see, yeah, it's just but it's just laying down, you know?
That's what I say, like a program,
yeah, and it's also the two sides.
Because you go they started off with the water gun as well. You know, the water gun, but the water gun couldn't do it so fast. And now it functions as real shots.
Right.
Okay, I mean that one follow back up and it's pretty.
Yeah.
Gradually some, and then now I bring out this now. Where you can put that in water.
You have capstone.
And that capstone. Yeah, that
you want to try to
yeah, that is itself. So you know that one is to
yeah,
she gave you points.
Yeah.
Right? I saw one on TikTok where the man was using the last stuff and you look over right and everything when you soak in water, you could have a we know your belt so full of ammo like you know like real clips. Right? And the thing about it is he had a feature that came with it as well where it's like some to make it look like gunpowder. So when you shoot it up,
you see me.
You've seen the smoke and then coming out. So like, wow, look at that. You understand? So it gives
look how far it's going just to try to get
to look like a real, So that now when you tell you play with them now, you get straight that's it, practice it. So when that time comes now, you understand? And you get older, you look at the papa reading and you come like you don't have the idea of it because that same one where it show you do something, we all have something it, they swear like are you gonna tell. You understand? They put in the cartridge, everything.
Yeah, that, yeah.
And just like are you gonna you understand?
You're gonna see a lot of these people the same colors on the movie, you're gonna see them starting to break into people's home, when food started get scarce, you know, all these blinkies that they playing around with and whatnot, these things is the same swords that they're going to pick up, the modern day sword that is and scripture talk about where they're going to come and spoil your goods, and you're going to see civil war, you're going to see all these things taking place. Maybe going back to the curfew. I think curfew still up here, the state of emergency. Now these people want to bring here right now. All right. There's a lot of things going to take place. We have the government where they also sign that that you know these students from Babylon great to come from here and walk the streets with their firearm,
Yeah.
and we see in the army right now they have the same authority like the police officers,
Yeah.
So what do you think gonna happen? They are all going to combine in that kind of way to fight the issues and whatnot. When we're in civil war, when they bring community trouble,
Because when it is they look at it, right, it shows you that the same thing you're saying today is that it not surprising if you find out that there's whole thing that we start, right? Like excuse the breaking to men, martial and things, right? That's what you mentioned with these US soldiers have the authority to come in here, they don't marry, and they have the authority to walk around, they can do whatever it is. You understand? So when you look at this scenario of what's really happening right now, right? These people like we hear these men pulling up in like when I was saying about one in Bethlehem police station, right? A guy on the news shot was saying about that he said he was there, so he had the full experience there of the scene, right? And when it says he said, he said, Shalom, right? He said he was right there where there's one full of with men, right? And they jump out and instead of fire shots behind some men and they go on running, right? And then one shot around across the street, don't know what the heck he was saying, but he get about four in the back and one in the head or something. You know, say,
three in the back and
yeah, something like that. I mean, he fall on, he dead, and I think the other, the way, whatever it is, all that bringing off by the police station. There ain't no police come outside. You understand? And then that is really funny, police part. The thing is that after they do that, they jump back in and they run and they're gone.
Yeah.
You understand? But then they come back again and make a run. You understand? So you tell me that that's not something normal. You understand? Because even if you need to shoot in front of that police station or whatever it is, you should be stupid enough to come back now to where it is they could come out and say, hey, look, you may know now here and follow you.
That's what Slappy have went to the scripture where it says that when we die, their friends.
Yeah, that we need to take up shower, but this that was
That's the mentality they want to come here.
not precaution, precursor. Precursor thing, right? We still have this the second temperature, right? Give it and the top put down one, Lucifer and everything else there. Yeah, you can do that.
Alright. This is book of 2 Timothy 2 and verse 1. It says, "Go therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahushai." That's not it?
Very long chapter. Check the second Timothy 1, not to second Timothy 3. Or is it 2? You check. No.
There's a perfect time to come.
Yeah, first times. Yeah, that is it. Second Timothy.
Yeah. The 2 Timothy 3 and 1. The headline it says, "Difficult times will come." All right. On the NLT side, it's saying the dangers of the last days, which we know we living in the last days. All right. It says here, verse 1 in the on the KJV, this know also that in the last days perilous time shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, in, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures, more than lovers of power. And there's obviously a lot of people, they have those kind of traits right now in them. They don't put that spirit in them right now. They're not turning back to the Lord. They don't love the Lord. All right?
And before I continue, let me read this piece of Isaiah 27 and 11. It says, when the bows thereof are withered, they shall be broken off. The women come and set them on fire. Right? So it is a people of no understanding. Therefore, he that made them will not have mercy on them. And he that formed them will show them no favor. Why? Because it's wicked. Can't you understand? It's wicked. So doing all these things, that's why it's speaking about the more lovers of pleasure than the lovers of themselves. Right? It's giving a whole list of all these things, right? From being what? Lovers of their own selves, right? All the way down to what? Turn away, denying power, turn away from the Lord. And that, again, that is it, right? Just so life. But they turn away from the Lord to become more like it ourselves, right? So the Lord are not using the show, and you see because these same people who are love, those lovers of yourself, who want to down and for these people, they want to survive. And love and honor, you see the holy in mind, and what you wait to do. It is an finish.
2 Timothy 2, 2 Timothy 3 and 5, it says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof.
Right, right, put this up there, because this here, that is the scene of our rocks, right? And it honestly does be very unknown with these Christians because everybody will have that mindset that oh I love Jesus and I this and I that and all these kind of things and they 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 say that but they do all these wicked things like for instance I just this morning I was on like that Instagram or TikTok or one of these things. I think it's Instagram, right? And they still post up herself, you know. She went her party and her outfit, it's like one of them, it's like a whole suit, but they're not short. So you have to support her pants and then up here to she breast for it, never strap on. So it's like she here just holding the breast and you can literally, if you bend over, you can literally sit inside. And that's how it is. You understand? She posts up herself, thing, and then to the very last picture, she posts up her scripture. You understand? And I can't remember which scripture it was, but the scripture has nothing to do with what it is she was saying. Even a Christian can tell you, right? It's just like a random scripture. She just like to feel like if she's still moving with the Lord. But she captured saying how so party was a scene. You understand me? And to say it was really good. And I like yes, they have a form of godliness. You understand? But they have no desire to the Lord at all.
Scripture comes to my mind, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. Evil party and all that kind of thing. And the Lord don't dwell in them places. He just put in himself.
What I want to listen to.
Can I read on?
Yeah. Right? This is Titus 1 and 16, right? It says they profess that they know the Most High, but in the works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate. You understand? they have no intentions of even serving the Lord or doing anything that He says. Right? Remember, not one more here. People who are thinking Timothy and prove the thought. Right? Matthew 15 and 8, it says, These people tried nigh unto me with their mouth. Right? Always saying, I love the Lord, I this. The Lord loves me, and I can always speak these things, right? And say, and honor me with their lips. But their heart, which is their mind, is far from me because why? They like to say, all on my mind right now is money. You understand? They can't serve God and mammon. You understand? I say that you can't serve too much first. So you can say I love the Lord how much you want. I don't lie. But when they say I love Jesus, I really don't. Don't know Jesus is the devil, right? He's my son and we know I love them because them have been our mindset.
And what love is, is a doing good, is action good. If you love the Lord, the Lord said, what's for this commandment?
If you love me, keep my commandments.
So you're not doing that kind of thing, so
Christians will read that it's something.
skip it. You can do this?
Yes.
All right. 2 Timothy 3 and 5 again, it says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. For this, for of this sort are they which creep into houses and led captive city women laden with sins, led away with drivers' lusts, ever learning and ever able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
So you see, all it boils down to them ever learning, but never able to continue on to the truth. They always seeking for something, some form of spirituality. They even the kid ones is mentioning from time to time, where it is, if he's not teaching you, if she's not bringing that peaceful or spirituality, then I don't want them. See, they want that super spirituality in the form of, that person being so qualified in life, if they're solely benefiting them, then you understand? They don't want that spirituality in the sense of, being corrected where they're wrong. You understand? So when they say that about the men can never use it on the truth, say what if people feel them do something, right? They don't know. You understand? So one way or the other, you can get destroyed. That's why the Lord, what is saying going on right now? Because if they didn't know and they hardly understand, they would have known the reason why these things happening. They would have known the plans that you saw trying to push out, right? And you say niggas, you know something, it's the ones that do elaborate, to pass the checks on with judgment, right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it.
Yes.
Lord willing, we should this lesson was edifying and actually spirit and power without passing your child, right? And you want to give our praises to,
Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Akarakodash,
right? And double honor unto the apostle and elders of the millstone.
Shalom.
Stand peace and salutation unto the 44,000, brothers and sisters in this truth, the speckled birds, the brothers and the sisters who look like the other nation, but they're actually Jake, right? So till next time, we say Shalom,
Shalom.
and I'm back to ball to this place. Until the next.
Shalom.